Hello, Starseeds. Jennifer Angela, Trans Taravan. This is going to be a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascending. As a reminder, these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If the reading does resonate, be sure to hit a like button, send me a comment, let me know what you're thinking. Also, be sure to check out your Moon and Ascending signs. Those readings may resonate more with you at this time. Okay, Gemini, we're doing the Golden Sun of Horus, where we are looking for the lessons. I've always said we are spiritual beings living a human experience. And we are here to learn from past traumas, learn to grow from those, and learn how to create and manipulate energies. But we're so bogged down by everyday life of work, finance, home, that we tend to not realize the lessons we are learning and how they are affecting us. So we'll look into past, present, future lessons, energies you're bringing into these lessons, surrounding energies, why you're learning these lessons, what actions can be taken, and the biggest obstacles. Then we will get the most likely outcome and get advice from the universe. And close it off with messages and guidance from Isis. Okay, clearing the space. Okay, today we are using the Pagan Tarot for the spread, and then we will be using the Triple Goddess Tarot for clarifiers. Okay, Gemini, looking into past, present, future lessons. What has Gemini been learning as of late? Okay. Current lessons, you have the Seven of Cups. Recent past lessons, the Ace of Pentacles. Future lessons coming in, the Knight of Cups. Subconscious energies you are bringing in, the Ten of Swords. Surrounding energy, the Knight of Pentacles. Where'd that go? Oh, we reaching. Why we are learning these lessons, the Ten of Wands. Actions to be taken, you have the Star. Biggest obstacle to be aware, the Three of Cups. Most likely outcome, Justice. Overall energy, the World, and the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The opportunity for a new emotional beginning, the seed that needs to be planted. Action needs to be taken. We have free will. Okay. Major arcanas. We have 1, 2, 3. 3 major arcanas, Gemini. You have the World card, Justice, and the Star. So this speaks of beginning and ending of cycles, karmic balance, your karmic income tax check. 'Tis the season. What you put out, you get back. Time to pay the piper. In the actions to be taken, you have that Star card, Aquarius energy. Going towards your wishes fulfilled. It's recognition, it's promotions, it's rebirth, it's rebuilding. A major healing process. Okay, court cards, we have 2 court cards. Messages. In the future lessons, you have that Knight of Cups. That's a message of emotion or moving forward with your emotions. In the surrounding energy, you also have the Knight of Pentacles, which I've always said is the slowest moving, takes their time, surveys the land. They are carrying that Ace of Pentacles, the seed for a new beginning, which is also in your recent past lesson, the Ace of Pentacles. I got hair everywhere. The energy you are bringing into these lessons, the Ten of Swords. End of cycles, being done. It's clearing, cleaning house. Okay. Why you are going through these lessons, the Ten of Wands. It's a burden, carrying too much. So it's choosing what to take with you, what to leave behind. Taking what you need with you, leaving behind what no longer serves you. And then the actions, the Star. Biggest obstacle to be aware, Gemini, the Three of Cups, which speaks of celebration, could be three-party situations, your social groups, relationships. Most likely outcome, justice, balance, equal give and take. What you put out, you get back. And then the current lesson in the center of the reading, you have that Seven of Cups, which could be confusion and illusion. Could also be not knowing which path you are taking and what move you are making next. So it's looking at your options, Gemini. Okay. So it's looking like overall, it's looking at your options. It's starting new beginnings. Ending cycles. This is the season for change to come in. It's like winter comes in, old cycles die off, preparing for spring, for rebirth. Ending of cycles, new beginnings. Moving forward with emotions, relationships, connections. Going after your wishes. Balance. Okay, so let's look into the overall energy with the universe, which in this deck is the World card. Beginning and ending of cycles, finding your place, having all you need. Clarify the universe and the overall energy for Gemini moving forward through these lessons. The universe is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. Okay, Gemini, this is moving forward with your passions, creative ventures. It's the student learning. And then you have the Four of Swords, which is rest after a battle. It's putting down strife, going with truth, balancing your mind. What is that, 9 or 10? Nine of Swords, sleepless nights. Could also be dreams and messages in your sleep. So it's looking like ending of cycles. You have that Nine of Swords in your overall, and then you are coming in with the 10 of Swords. So it's actually analyzation, mental, like juggling. It's changing the mindset, ending cycles. Getting rid of what no longer served you. It's like cleaning out your closet, Gemini. Mentally. And putting the mind to rest. But now in your current lessons, you got that Seven of Cups, confusion and illusion. It's having all these options now. And it's like the chess game. It's like figuring out what your next move is, Gemini. Clarify the Seven of Cups in the current lessons Gemini is learning. What do we need to know from the Seven of Cups? Wow, okay. Seven of Cups is clarified by the 10 of Cups. That 10 of Swords, which is in the energy you are bringing in, and Justice, which is in your overall outcome. So this speaks of going after your happiness, emotions, relationships, connections, family. Ten of Swords, that's ending of a cycle, leaving what no longer serves you, putting it to rest, and taking what you need with you moving forward. Justice, balance. What you put out, you get back. Getting what is owed to you, Gemini. So you are now going from the Seven of Cups to the Ten of Cups. And then you got the Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. It's endings, Gemini. And then that Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings and opportunities. Seven of Cups, all these options ahead of you. So it's you closing out some cycles, beginning new ones, balance, going with truth. Okay. So let's see what has brought us here with that Ace of Pentacles in the recent past. Opportunity for a new beginning. Remember, you also had that Knight of Pentacles. It's like that message moving forward in the physical, having to do with jobs, home life, finances. Which way are you moving forward? Clarify the Ace of Pentacles in the recent past lessons for Gemini. Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Wands, the Page of Cups, and that Star card, which is in the actions to be taken. Okay. So this is looking like a healing process with the relationships, emotions. Two of Wands is looking out on the land. It's deciding which path you want to take. Then you got the Page of Cups, new emotional connections, mindsets. That Star card, which is also in your actions, that's going towards your wishes fulfilled, a strip down, rebirth, Aquarian energy. So in the recent past, there's been some opportunity for you to move forward, which could be health, finances, home, work, promotions, a new house or apartment, like moving to a new state, going after your wishes. Closing off cycles. Now there's all these options ahead, and it's you needing to decide what's your next move, Gemini. Like, I'm still getting that chessboard. It's like, and then you have that Knight of Pentacles, so it's surveying the land, looking at the options, and what move you could make next, Gemini. Now in the future lessons coming in, you have that Knight of Cups, which is a message of emotion moving forward. Connections, relationships. Clarify the Knight of Cups in the future lessons coming in for Gemini. What message does the Knight of Cups have? Knight of Cups is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the World card, and what are you? You're the Hierophant, I believe. And the teacher. And the Hierophant. Different deck, so it's like different meanings. So you got the Knight of Cups, clarified by the Two of Pentacles, which is a decision needing to be made, juggling, what path are you taking? That World card, which was in your overall energy, putting the mind to rest, getting away from sleepless nights, dreams, messages, going after your passions. Then you got the Hierophant, that spiritual belief systems, like the student becoming the teacher. It's your structural foundation. So this could have to do with work, Gemini, and finances, your time, like pentacles are currency. And many things can be currency. Your emotions, your time, your energy. And it's where you put that. What do you spend your time and energy and money on? Okay. Now in the energy you are bringing into these lessons, and you may not be aware, but I think you are because it's also in your current lessons with balance, is that Ten of Swords. Ending of cycles. Cleaning out your closet, getting rid of those thoughts that no longer serve you, Gemini. Swords are all logic, mind. So it's cleaning out the mind, Gemini. Balance, justice, the star, healing. Clarify the 10 of Swords. The energy that Gemini is bringing. 10 of Swords is clarified by the 5 of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles, which is in that surrounding energy, and the Knight of Cups, which is in your future lessons. So this is, now with the 5 of Swords, I've always said is like competition, strife, or non-communication. Winning the battle, but not the war, and there are losses here. So this could be loss of emotion or something in the physical. So you may have lost a job or a home, but something better is coming, Gemini. Message of emotion, and in the physical, it's cradling that Ace of Pentacles again and looking at what path you are taking. New emotional connection. You had that Page of Cups in the recent past lessons. Now you are bringing in messages of emotion, physical, finance, energy, but it's also communication, Gemini. It's not being cut off and closing yourself off, because in your main obstacle you have that 3 of Cups, emotional connections. Okay. So let's look into this Knight of Pentacles, because it's in the energy you are bringing in, and it's also in your surrounding energy. And it's looking like there's some kind of like non-communication here with the Knight of Pentacles, which could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So this could be that Page of Cups, that new connection. All right, let's see what's going on with this Knight of Pentacles. This is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles and the surrounding energies for Gemini. Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Sun card, the 9 of Cups, and the Tower. Okay, Gemini. So this is a crumbling of an old foundation, Gemini. It's a shock to the crown, some knowledge, and the foundation falling because it is faulty. But it gives you the opportunity to build something stronger in its place. 9 of Cups is emotional happiness with self, having all you need for self and being happy in the moment and being able to share this with others. Sun card, Leo energy, going towards your happiness, your North Node. It's a spark and it's giving you the drive to move forward. So it's looking like there's someone in your surrounding energy that you could be trying to build a foundation with. This could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, could also be a Leo. And it's trying to be happy, them trying to be happy in the moment with self. So they could also be going through some kind of a healing process, because you also had that Star and that Page of Cups. A new emotional connection, a healing process going towards your wishes. And you also have that Star again in the actions. So this could be, that's Aquarian energy. Okay. Now, in the reason you are going through these lessons, Gemini, you have the 10 of Wands. It's a burden. It's carrying too much, having too many responsibilities or obligations, and needing to either build or put this down. And it's looking like you are taking what you need with you and leaving behind what no longer serves you. Like I said, it's like ending of mental cycles, emotional. Deciding what step you're going to take next. Clarify the 10 of Wands and the reason Gemini is going through these lessons. Ten of Wands is clarified by the Strength card, the High Priestess, and the Five of Cups. Okay, so this speaks of secrets revealed to you, Gemini, and it's looking like you are mourning a loss. This is depression. It's mourning something, but having the strength, Gemini, knowing that healing is coming. The High Priestess, secrets revealed to you. You knowing the path and what's behind the curtain. So it's looking like the reason you are going through these lessons, it's giving you the answers and the strength, Gemini, on which way you're going to move forward. So it's closing off cycles. It's balance of mind and emotion. A healing process. You have Justice twice already. You had Justice twice, the Star card twice, and the World. So closing of cycles, balance, healing, rebirth, mental and emotional balance, leaving depression, mourning a loss, having the strength, rebuilding a foundation, being happy in the moment, going towards your happiness, the Star and the Sun. Okay. Now in the actions to be taken, you have that Star card, which was also in your recent past lessons with this new connection, needing to know which path you are taking, trying to have a new physical beginning, planting that seed. Clarify the Star card and the actions to be taken for Gemini. Excuse me, got the frog in the throat. Okay, the Star card is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and that Three of Cups, which is in your main obstacle to be aware. Okay, Gemini. So you got the Nine of Pentacles, which is being physically and financially stable on your own with home, health, and work. It's being happy in the moment and being able to share this with others. Six of Cups, past relationships and connections, family, children, husbands, wives. Three of Cups, I'm getting three-party situation, Gemini. Interference from the past, but you trying to start your own beginning with self. And it's looking like there's another energy trying to influence this. But the actions to be taken, it's learning how to be relied on yourself and not other connections. This could be codependent behavior, like needing to be in a connection to feel complete. But also it's like trying to start a new connection, but still having something in the past that keeps pulling you back, Gemini. Interference. Because in your main obstacle, you got that Three of Cups again. Social groups. Supposed to be a celebration, but if you're not able to move on because there's something from your past, you're trying to end a cycle emotionally and mentally and start a new connection, new passions. But you may need to go back and clean out that closet a little more because you have some connections that are trying to move forward with you and you're trying to leave that behind. Clarify the Three of Cups and the main obstacle to be aware for Gemini. Three of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Gemini. Queen of Cups, that speaks of being open and receptive, intuition, emotions. King of Cups, action on your emotions. Ace of Pentacles, which was also in your recent past lessons with this connection and a rebirth. So it's looking like being open and receptive to this new connection, communication, because you also had that Five of Swords, non-communication, trying to end a cycle. There may need to be some communication in this past connection to actually end this cycle, Gemini. You can't just wish it away or ignore it. It's always going to be there, trying to pull you back, pull you back. So it's being open and receptive to communication with this past energy, Gemini. If you want to close out the cycle, it's closure. Like either you or this connection needs closure before you could build with this new connection, Gemini. And it's looking like you may not be willing to do that. It's non-communication. You're not willing to communicate with this past connection. But in your overall outcome, you got justice, balance. What you put out, you get back, Gemini. It's time to pay the piper. Justice falls on the line of morality. It's not going to be what's better for you or this connection. It's what is better for everyone involved, Gemini. Not just you or this connection. It's the collective is where balance comes in. Okay. Clarify the Justice card and the most likely outcome. Bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacles, balance, equal give and take, Gemini. So like I said, it's what you put out, you get back. And if there's no balance, karmic justice can be very harsh. Okay, Justice card is clarified by the Fool, the Hanged Man, and you're the King or the Queen, and the King of Pentacles. So it's taking a leap of faith, non-movement, Gemini, and that King of Pentacles. It's actions in the physical. You are not able to move forward because there's stuff that needs to be cleaned out in the past. And then it's you taking a leap of faith to move forward, knowing God has you. So it's accepting your karmic justice, paying your taxes, that karmic income tax check, and then taking a leap of faith, knowing that this process is all for your better good, Gemini. It's needing to completely close off the cycles, pay your dues, pay the piper in the past, and then being able to rebuild with this new connection. Because otherwise it's just non-movement, non-communication, being stuck. So it's needing to clear this energy with the past, Gemini, before trying to rebuild. Otherwise, you are building on faulty ground. It is not a stable foundation because there's interference from a third party past connection. So it's closing off that cycle completely because it's looking like you think you've closed this cycle and it's over. You no longer have the emotional connection. They're not taking up space in your mind, but it's still in the physical, Gemini. So there could be children involved with an old connection, so it's like that connection will always be there. So it's learning how to work with this past connection so you could move forward with this new connection. Wow. Okay. So let's get advice from the universe moving forward through these lessons. But it's putting the mind at ease, Gemini. It's like you are ending a cycle and trying to find your next move. Like, which way are you going with this new connection? But it's confusion and illusion because there isn't balance yet. You have not completely closed off this past connection. It's like you've won the battle, but not the war. It's not over. There are losses here. And it's you needing to be happy in the moment with this new connection, trying to build something, but the foundation is faulty. There's interference from a third party. And it's you having the strength, staying calm, cool, and collective, mourning this loss and completely closing it out. So it's looking like there needs to be communication with this past connection to get closure. Because otherwise you're in this hung state and not able to completely move forward because there's interference, a blockage. Okay. Advice moving forward for Gemini through these lessons and on their path. What else does Gemini need to know? Bottom of the deck, 5 of Cups again. That's mourning a loss. And then you have that 2 of Cups behind you, that new connection. But it's first cleaning up your mess, Gemini. There is something in the past with relationships and connections that you're trying to close out, but you can't just shove it all under the bed and hope it goes away. It's actually cleaning this up, recognition, taking responsibility, karmic justice, and picking up your mess to move on before you start something else in the future. Advice moving forward. You have that Page of Wands. Did you have it? No, you had the Page of Cups. Advice moving forward. Page of Wands, 9 of Wands, and the Wheel. So this is new, passionate, and creative beginnings. 9 of Wands. It's a burden, feeling like you're on your own, but help is coming, Gemini. Then you have that Wheel. It's taking a chance on luck, and every season a reason. It's you trying to close out cycles, but you cannot rush this. It's actually going through the cycle and completion, ending this cycle mentally and emotionally, but needing to do it in the physical. Or you may actually be chained to this connection, because if this is like a past connection where the children are involved, you are always connected to that. Like, that's lifelong. It's like the mother, the father of the children. You need to learn to work with this connection. Like, close it off on good terms so you can actually move forward with new beginnings on both sides. Because if there's strife, non-communication, resentment, it's always going to be a battle. And it's like you trying to push forward. It's like this connection keeps coming in and trying to sabotage it, because there's something there that needs to be cleared, Gemini. And if you don't clear this past connection is always going to be an influence. Okay, let's die this down with messages and guidance from Isis. Let's see what the Isis Oracle has for Gemini moving forward. But it's resting your mind, going after your passions, closing off cycles, beginning new. But it's now looking at the options and how you could move forward. But you have this interference from a past connection that needs to be closed off. And it's having the patience, Gemini. But there needs to be communication. And being happy in the now. Having the strength to mourn this loss, confront this past connection, and not have that pain and resentment. It's being happy with self, Gemini. Taking responsibility for your actions in that past connection and why it ended. And then learning from this to move forward. Otherwise, it's just you're going to be in this hung state trying to start something new, and you still have this past that keeps interfering because you have not closed it off. Okay. Call upon Isis to please watch over this reading for Gemini with unconditional love. Please guide these messages with our unconditional trust. Please watch over Gemini through these lessons and on their path of spiritual growth. Thank you, Isis. We appreciate you. Okay, messages from Isis moving forward for Gemini. What does Isis have to say? Scales of balance, Gemini. Ancient Tantra of the soul. You need to balance out this past connection, Gemini. It's getting what is owed to you. It's receiving your penance. Okay, Gemini. Scales of balance. You are in the process of a sacred relationship, healing of the divine masculine and divine feminine energies within your own soul. This is the advanced spiritual path of Tantra. It is the connection of the body and soul, Gemini. The effect of this inner divine relationship healing is genuine enlightenment of the mind and the body. The body becomes a living sacred temple of light, energy, and wild aliveness. This embodiment can be experienced in movement, in deep stillness, in vitality, and in quietness. You are a tantrika, a sacred priest or priestess of the tantric arts. Some people mistakenly believe that Tantra is simply about sexuality, but it is in truth the journey of the soul to bring masculine and feminine polarities into wholeness, love, unity, and empowerment, to learn to be an enlightened path in every element of your being. This is soul-building work that is in great service to the spiritual healing and evolution of humanity, which is in deep need of those such as yourself, who can help create sacred connections between mind and body. It might be through your own personal healing of your body-mind connection, and perhaps through your healing services for others, that you walk your tantric path. It might be done in a private way or in an obvious one. What matters is that it feels right for you, Gemini. Walking this path authentically is a choice to live in dedication to the sacred work of Isis, who taught us about the creative power that can come of healing the relationship between masculine and feminine. What the heck? Consciousness. Okay. You are guided to accept this healing through learning to balance the masculine and feminine energies within yourself and your relationship with others. Balancing give and take, directing and flowing, play and solitude are ways to do this now. Learning to feel as comfortable as possible with your sexual and spiritual nature, seeing how they can complement rather than compete with each other is helpful as well. Connection with the body is the most powerful form of healing for the feminine energy, as it holds the secrets to divine feminine wisdom. This can occur through movement, dance, and yoga that is based on body awareness and presence rather than necessarily involving fast-flowing postures that may take you more into your head than your body. You can come more into your body through time in nature, swimming, laying in the sun, resting or walking, provided that you stay present to the physical sensations you experience. This oracle comes as a guide for your path of inner healing and service. You are encouraged to explore divine masculine and feminine healing within yourself specifically at this time. This may involve forgiveness of past relationships, Gemini, with significant males or females in your life. It may also require an adjustment of softening to allow in feminine wisdom, or cutting out some distraction or draining situations, relationships that minimize your sense of your own power and capacity to use masculine wisdom now. There are many different teachers and approaches under the heading of Tantra these days. Use your discernment and trust what feels right for you, Gemini. You are also guided, if in healing work with others, that you can help others heal through exploring the interplay of masculine and feminine energies. It might be through connection of mind and body, through inner and outer worlds, through sexuality and spirituality joining for healing. Enjoy the unfolding journey, for it will be highly creative and could involve art, movement as dance or yoga, breath work, and much more. So it is a balancing of these energies, Gemini. It's closing off and finishing this past connection, having communication, closure, recognition for your part in it, learning from it, closing it off so you can move forward with this new connection and rebuild. Otherwise, there's interference from this past connection because you have not closed it off yet. Like you thought you did, but it's coming back around. You are still connected to this. There is more work to be done, Gemini. So this is what I have for you, Gemini. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, be sure to hit a like button, send me a comment, let me know what you're thinking. Also, be sure to subscribe and hit that little notification bell so you are notified when I post your next reading. Love and light, Gemini. Have a good one. Bye.